What's going on, everybody? I'm Kenny Presley, the executive director, Black to Life. I'm gonna hold on a second, let people get situated, let them get on here live and enjoy this nice reading of Little Bill's Money Troubles. So I just appreciate the opportunity and all the supporters of Black to Life. We are thrilled to start something new on every Wednesday. So we're gonna be reading to the kids. Black to Life is all about the reading. If you haven't heard already, you know our spiel is we started this nonprofit organization. A group of friends of ours were chilling one night, chilling one day through the vision of Michael Merriweather and our leadership of Jelani Bracey. We was chilling and reading through studies, and studies were showing that prisons are built basically on the testing of standardized tests. So we wanted to combat that. So we started Black to Life, bringing love and conscious knowledge to life. And our key to success is, you guys being our supporters. So thank y'all for y'all support. We appreciate your opportunities that you've given us. We appreciate your funds. We're throughout the country, and we have been in 3 different countries: Nigeria, Jamaica, and Trinidad. So, I'm just gonna wait a few seconds. I know I'm kind of rambling on. I'm gonna wait a few seconds, just kind of let people get on. But we're gonna have a good time reading Money Troubles. So give me just a second, and I'll get started reading. But if you haven't done so already, go to Black to Life, Instagram, Facebook, blacktolife.org, and look at your favorite nonprofit board members. Have any questions, hit us up on the inbox. We just out here trying to get it, leave this world better than how we found it. So without further ado, I will start reading Money Troubles. And also, let me give a shout out to my little helper over here. Come over here, KJ. My little helper right here, KJ. He's helping me out. It's my little soldier. So, appreciate you, man. All right, let's get started. Hello, friend. My name is Little Bill, and I'm going to be famous. I'll tell you why. Do you want to know what I like to do? I like to look at the night sky, I do. Way out there, way past Pluto, is the Oort cloud. It looks like a cloud because it's made up of billions of comets. Billions. My teacher, Miss Murray, said so. And she said maybe one day one of those comets will pull away from the Oort cloud. It will travel through space towards the sun. And one day, when I'm looking up in the sky, I'll see that comet. And maybe I'll be the first person ever to see that comet. I'll run and call people who give names to comets. I'll tell them my name and what I saw. Then they'll say congratulations, and they'll name the comet Little Bill. I'll be famous. Yes. But first, I need a telescope. I was shooting hoops in the driveway. Miss Hernandez, our mail carrier, came by. I'll take it, Miss Hernandez, I said. There was lots of letters from mom and dad, a magazine for my brother Bobby, and some catalogs. On the back of the catalog, I saw what I wanted, a telescope. There was one big problem. It cost $100. Mom and dad would never give me $100. There was only one thing for me to do. I had to get the money myself. I already had some money in my football bank. Some of the money was from Aunt Martha. She gave me $1 when she came to visit. Spend it wisely, she said. Some of the money was from Uncle Joe. Enjoy it, he said. Some of the money was from the Tooth Fairy. I opened a little door on the bank and shook it. All the dollars, the quarters, the dimes, the nickels, and pennies dropped out. An old stick of gum fell out too. I counted $34, 21 quarters, 53 dimes, 39 nickels, and 137 pennies, and one old stick of gum. For you mathematicians out there, how much money is that? Well, don't worry, I'm about to tell you. I added all the dollars, the quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. It took a long time. I had $47.87. I only needed $52.13 more, and I could buy my telescope. I only needed $52.13, and I could be famous. On Saturday morning, I dressed quickly. I ran to the kitchen. "What's the rush?" Dad asked. "I have to get a job," I said. Dad laughed. "What else is new?" My father started to get cereal from the cabinet. "Wait," I said. "Wait what?" Dad asked. "I'll get breakfast for you," I said. Dad closed the cabinet door. "Well, thank you. How much will you pay me for getting your breakfast?" "What?" said Dad. "Dad, I need a job." Dad opened the cabinet again. "I'll get my own cereal." "Thank you," said Dad. I poured myself some cereal too. Dad asked, "When you were my age, what did you do to make money?" Dad leaned back in his chair. He looked at the ceiling and smiled. Dad liked talking about the things he did when he was a boy. "I used to deliver newspapers," he said, "but I was just a little older. I used to collect empty bottles. I returned them to the store for deposits. And I used to wash cars." "Wash cars? What a great idea," I said. I started to run out of my house. "Wait," said Dad. "Your first job today is to put your spoon and bowl into a dishwasher, free of charge." Our neighbor, Miss Rizzo, lived by herself. She was extremely happy when I offered to wash the car. "I usually take it to the car wash," she said, "but I hope you'll do a better job." I helped my father wash his car many times, so I knew what to do. I wet the car with the hose. Then I filled the bucket with soapy water. I washed every part, the door, the hood, the trunk, the bumpers, the lights, even the wheels and the hubcaps. I had to jump up to reach the high parts. Then I carried out Miss Rizzo's vacuum cleaner and vacuumed everything inside. I even vacuumed inside the trunk. Miss Rizzo gave me rags for drying a car. I was tired, but the car looked pretty. "It looks good," Miss Rizzo said. "Now you wax." Wax? Waxing was even harder than washing. I put the wax on the car. Then I rubbed and rubbed. I waxed half of the car when Miss Rizzo gave me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch. I finally finished waxing the car. Miss Rizzo gave me $5. Only $5? I was hoping for more. I should have said the price before starting. Andrew and Jose walked by with the basketball. Do you want to shoot some hoops? Andrew asked. I wanted to play, but I was too tired. Later, I said, and I walked into my house. The clock said 3:15. I had worked almost all day, and I still needed $47.13. A soda can was on the table. I read the inside label, 5-cent deposit. I grabbed the can. Dad's voice boomed. I'm drinking that. Sorry, Dad, I said. I waited for him to finish so I could have the can. You know, my father is the slowest soda drinker in the world. You need a haircut, said Mom. Here's $10. I want you to go to Mr. Yoshi's and get your haircut right now. But I have work to do, I said. Haircut first, work second, said Dad. Dad put his empty can in a big plastic bag for me. Ready to start my next job, I went out the door. Collecting bottles and cans had to be easier than washing cars. But I had to get my haircut first. On the way to Mr. Yoshi's shop, I passed the schoolyard. I was in luck. A soda can lay next on the goal on the soccer field. I picked it up. That's 5 cents, I said to myself. I searched the rest of the field and found more cans. I saw another can next to the bush. I ran to get it. Zoom! It was gone. Behind the bush was a boy. He held 2 big bags. He must have had 100 cans. I ran to the playground to look for the cans there. The boy ran to the handball courts. I found 1 can. The boy found a can too. We both ran to the trash basket. I got there first. I got to see the boy up close. His clothes were dirty and torn. His shoes were worn down and had holes. His eyes were kind of sad, but they moved fast, looking for more cans. The boy needed the cans more than I did. I left my cans next to the trash basket and walked away. I walked over the basketball courts. Andrew, Jose, Michael, and Fuchsia were there. Are you ready to play? Andrew asked. I still wanted to play, but I was supposed to get a haircut, and I still needed $47.13. Then I smiled. I had a great idea. Who knows how to cut hair? I do, said Andrew. I'll give you $2 to cut mine, I said. I thought I could spend $2 on my haircut and keep $8 for my telescope. We all went over Andrew's house. We crowded in his bathroom. I couldn't even see the mirror. Fuchsia, Michael, and Jose kept telling Andrew things like, it's lopsided, or take a little more off over there. Andrew cut and cut. When he was done, I looked at Fuchsia, Michael, and Jose. I read the bad news on their face. I was afraid to look in the mirror. You don't have to pay me, Andrew said. I didn't even look in the mirror to know that I had a very ugly haircut. Got the Bobby Brown right there. I don't know what's going on. First, Mom and Dad looked mad. Then they laughed. Even my great-grandmother, Allison the Great, laughed at me. I wish they would stop laughing and be mad again. When Bobby came home, he laughed too. Mr. Yoshi is closed tomorrow, Bobby said. You'll have to go to church with that ugly hairdo. Does Mr. Yoshi open his shop before school on Monday? I asked. I'm afraid not, Mom said. You'll have to go to school Then you have to see Mr. Yoshi at 3 o'clock. I'll wear a hat all day, even in church, I said. Dad came to the rescue. He was holding clippers. Dad shaved off what was left of my hair. I looked in the mirror. I like it, I said. Everyone cheered. On Monday, the kids in school seemed to like my new haircut. While they were looking at me, I was looking at a sign for our food drive. Our school was collecting food for poor people. Many people had bigger money problems than I. People like the boy who collected cans. After school, I took the money from Miss Rizzo and the money from my bank. I went to the store and brought noodles, beans, and soup for the food drive. I still want to be famous. I still want to have a comic named after me. But I want everyone to have food. The next day, we had an assembly. The principal, Miss Woods, spoke to us. The boys and girls were giving more food to the food drive than any year before, she said, and little Bill gave the most food of all. The kids clapped their hands. Andrew rubbed my head. I was surprised when Miss Woods said my name. Then I got another surprise. My picture was on the bulletin board. The words under my picture were, "Good citizen, little Bill." I guess I'm famous, after all. The end. Well, I want to thank you guys for listening to us. Every Wednesday, Black to Life will be a board member from Black to Life will be reading to the kids, and we'll have at the same time. We do have some board members in DC, so they will be probably 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But be on the lookout. Invite your kids' friends, invite your kids' friends. It is a pleasure for us to read to you guys. We want you to know that, keep that in mind, that 3rd and 4th grade standardized tests is how they build prisons. So if we can combat that early, we're not saying you have to like the book that the schools give you, but just go out there and read something. And because reading helps expand the mind, and it helps increase your vocabulary, and it helps with the creative part of your mind. So with that being said, I thank you for your time. This is your favorite nonprofit, Kenny Presley Executive Director, signing off.